How's everyone doing today? All right. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's go through the process this morning. We had non-farm payroll. That's what the crazy movement was about this morning. Let's see if we have any more economic news today. Yeah, non-farm payroll. I think that's going to be it. Unfortunately, with the crazy news, I think it's going to limit us as a setup today, since we're mainly. I mean, we could probably find eval setups, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find a funded trade setup this early in the morning, just because I seriously doubt we're going to get some kind of like classic trend where we get kind of like a wave, draw your trend line, and wait for the breakout on the 3 or 5 minute this morning. So usually, you more likely you're just trading evals at their news. All right. So no 3-star news. Just give me a second. Trying to. All right, so now let's go to Twitter and see what Manzini has to say today as far as ES levels goes for anybody that's trading ES. We do kind of trade off the ES. We don't really trade the ES, but we do use the ES levels. And I'm thinking they're going to be kind of off the day personally, just because of this non-farm payroll. All right, so these are the levels that we're going to be following in ES. So we can bring that over real quick and just see what they're already at. But like I said, I think they're going to be skewed because of news. Back to the 72 target, and we're already up to what, 56.96. Yeah, so they're going to be a little bit off this morning. So what we could do is possibly for shorts, we can look for a reclaim of the 56.50 on the ES. Sorry if that doesn't look kind of weird on these vertical screens here. Sorry, that looked definitely pretty skinny. If you want the whole screen, we are also streaming on YouTube, so you can get the widescreen if you like. And there's a more of a delay on Instagram than it is YouTube. With Instagram, we're pretty much right up. I mean, with YouTube, we're like within like a few seconds. I guess my UPC is running kind of high since we're streaming a lot. I mean, running a lot at the moment. All right, I'll bring over here and kind of show you what we are looking for as far as breakouts go. So there's an indicator that you can use on TradingView if you want to have trend lines kind of, I mean, you don't really use these to 100%, but it just kind of gives you a little bit of reference. Which I don't really see any good 3-minute setups today, because you kind of want to have like a big U contact, then another big U contact, then breakout. You don't really want to see consolidation like this when you're breaking out, which this is like the Asian hour, so this is kind of expected. So it looked pretty choppy overnight. I personally don't think we'll get anything this morning. The only thing that I could see happen this morning is we've already ran this data high. We could get a 50% pullback. So you can pull your Fibonacci and see if we get that. This usually happens over and over. So you can definitely probably expect a pullback at least to the 2040s this morning. And I would imagine we'll go lower, but that's usually almost a given. Once you run the high off of this data here, you'll run the 50% over. Trying to close some of this stuff here. We still got about 10 minutes before the market opens. Yeah, so it kind of looks like we're rolling over. We're either rolling over or creating a pretty good sized little bull flag here. So this is kind of like a little bull flag here, but for the bull flag to fail, you kind of want to see the bottom here break back 100. We should make a nice little push back down to the 50s here. We still got about 10 minutes. We still got about 10 minutes before the market opens, guys. So we're just kind of, like I said, no more 3-star news. We've already had our 3-star news this morning, non-farm payroll. We got the Manzini levels put in there. Like I said, they're going to be skewed this morning just because of the news. Anytime you got a 300 or 400 point move to the upside, it's going to be pretty crappy. Kind of looking for a short here. I'm feeling that we possibly make this 50 EMA pull back at least to the 70s. Then I don't know. Who knows where we're going to go? We got a gap fill in here. We also have the data candle. This is your data candle from this morning. So that's about a 100-point candle here. So usually most of the time we'll retrace this whole move sometimes after like some crazy move like this. Kind of waiting to see if we're going to break this 100 here. So this is just 2 micros just because it's pre-market. So let's see if we get a, like I usually don't recommend taking trades this time of the day. So you want to see the 12 here hold. If the 12 doesn't hold, more likely we're moving back up. And I'll actually move it up a little bit more so I don't get wigged. So I'll just have a mental close at 12. And so that's only about $40. Like I said, we're just in a couple micros. What's up, Laura? How are you doing today? What are you in between people right now? Oh, waiting for people to show up. Where do you feel like going to eat at tonight? I kind of could go for some Texas Roadhouse. As long as they give us our own table. I don't have to share a table with somebody. All right, let's see if we get a little sell off here at this 25 candle. All right, here comes that 25 candle. Could you also go to we got I didn't offer a big enough stop loss. That's okay. I didn't really want to be in that trade too long because we're so close to opening. I was also doing like a live Instagram, but I'm not sure how you find it. I'm not sure if that on an app or do you have to go to their website. Yeah, I probably could have stayed in this short. It just I was hoping that I would have enough space just right back above the 100 level, but it wicked me out, and now it's probably going to go because more likely we're at least going to move down to this 50 EMA before we bounce. Nah. All right, so we got about 3 minutes left before the market opens. I was hoping we could hold on to our 1 micro in this trade in case we have a sell off. And we may jump back in with 1 micro right here and just put it right below the 50. I want to see it hit this 50 EMA bounce, then sell back off. Sounds good. You too. All right, here comes your 50 EMA bounce. All right, there's your 50 bounce. As planned, we always, most of the time the market's just kind of a grind, you get a little 50 bounce there. I almost want to put this on 1 for 1 micro in just case it like completely sells off here at opening for the push back down. And see, we already ran that previous day session. All right, guys, less than 30 seconds before the market opens. So we're only risking like what, $40 here on 1 micro. $90 will probably be my line in the sand here. Usually don't ever do this. We thought we'd just give it a whirl. Because we still could run these previous day highs here. Like, I wouldn't do this on a funded account. This is just a one micro 50K account. So like I said, even if we lose, it's basically risking like 45 bucks. And so we're already up like 50 bucks on this account. All right, so it's going to move to the upside. So we're still in the green, like 13 bucks. It was just, like I said, we had like 40 bucks we could risk. So now what we'll do is just wait and see if we run these previous session highs or session highs for a move back down. Sorry about that. Had to adjust my camera. All right, so there's not really a lot to do here. We pretty much need to wait for it to run as highs or make some kind of like breakout session. Or might even have to wait for the first 15 minutes here and wait for the 15-minute opening breakout to work. I'm still expecting a fairly decent pullback. I mean, we hardly ever leave data candles just untested. Maybe this will be the pullback here. Retested the 90s there. So 90 is going to be my line in the sand here. Oh, come on. That's BS. Okay. What's up, Java? Ah. Probably paper handed that a little bit. I don't know if we can jump back in with 3 micros or not. We got that first 7. Damn it. Damn it. I mean, this right here is just so normal. I just hate that my first trade didn't work out. I mean, just had to do one more little pullback here. I mean, anytime we have any type of big move like here, there's just no way. 40 was the 50% mark. When I pulled Fibonacci here, I want to say that was the 50% mark. I mean, you would think that we'd want to go back down at this data wick here. So far, we're up 241, 241, 202, depending on what happens with this candle here, with this contract here. Want to see this gap here hold. So we're still in this trade for 20 bucks. It looks like it's going to get us here. Yes. Yeah, we kind of got another long setup. Java, how have you been doing today? How's your week been trading? All right, so we're back at the opening range high. We're about to cross back over the whole number. Man, we could just be going straight back up. We got 40 points back to the session high. Oh, you're using the ES levels this morning? I didn't know how well those levels would be working since of the non-farm payroll, so I haven't really watched them just because I know that non-farm payroll messes up the levels, John. I see. I wouldn't even, like I said, paying much attention. The 5684 breaks, we probably move back up to the 5696. Nice. Oh yeah, that's what I do, John, a lot. I don't do it every day, but I do it quite a bit, especially on the Manzini bear bull lines. Those are usually my favorite for the break and retest or the fail. Yesterday was a tough day trading. Any day before non-farm payroll usually sucks, Java. Mm. What do we got? About 2 minutes before our 15-minute range setup happens. I really need to switch and just stick with this one trade with Bewley and switch over to. I think I will. I'm gonna switch over to take profit. Sorry about that. My charts are frozen at the moment. So I was loading into take profit trader. I don't think we'll have a funded trade set up until probably later today. So far this morning, besides that first initial move down, it's fairly choppy. All right, so far this week on our Take Profit Trader, we're up 1,488. I think we've only had what funded. Well, no, we had funded. I post them in Discord. Usually, my funded account trades. I know we were 2 for 1 on Tuesday. I think we just had one Monday. Yesterday for Wednesday, I want to say, or Thursday, we didn't have one. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a fake out. And the ES lost that 84 though. So 72. Got about to have a new candle. Let's see if that holds. Don't really want to risk more than 10 on this, honestly. I was thinking maybe we'd hit the 72 on the ES, but if it doesn't go right here, just be careful. All right. First target. All right. Oh, we're hoping to. We're trying to get over $200. Dang it. Dang it. We might have to take another one. I've been trying to make at least $200 a day on this account because I got to make so freaking much money on this thing. So we'll bump it down to like 2 micros and trade 2 micros on this. This way, if we do take a loss, it's not too devastating. Dang it. That sucks. This thing probably just stopped us out to go because I think the ES can move down to the 72s. And we got our 15-minute set here. We got a little 2-minute trend line set up here. But the only thing I'm not a fan of the 2-minute here is the fact that trauma's way back up here. We can check some different time frames and see if we got. That's really the only one that really has anything is that 2 minutes, but that's the 5 minutes. 5 minutes don't. Well, that's still not the greatest, as even as far as. Oh, this is the 1 minute. So this is the 1 minute. And I don't usually ever mess with the 1 minutes. So that play only paid about it paid close to 20 points, not quite. It had to get down to what, 45? It got close. It filled in this gap and ripped. Woo! That was dirty. That was dirty. Man, that thing just that thing suckered some folks in on that long. What a dirty, dirty move that was. Oh my goodness. I was even starting to feel the long on that one, Java John. I was like, is it going to go long? And that thing just ripped somebody's face. Oh, you got that? What do you mean you took the long or you were in the short? OMG, man, that thing just ripped somebody's face off completely. Oh, nice. I saw the short from. Oh man, we just lost that 72. Dang. I didn't think it was going to get down there, but it did. Man. Let's see if we bounce back up to try to recover that 72. Then I think if the 72 fails. Oh yeah, John, trust me, I was pretty tempted to taking that long too above the 100, but I'm glad I didn't. I was waiting for it to maybe break that 100, then consider it, but it got close. It hit that 90 level and just dumped. So let's see if this is a retest of the 72. This could be a really good Manzini type fail breakdown here. So we the 72 broke. Now let's see if the retest holds. Or it could be a recover of the 72. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens here. All right, so we recovered the 72. I'd like to see it bounce back off the 72 a few times just to make sure we're not going to, it's not a fake out. Because this almost looks like a bear flag here. If we recover 72, we could look probably for longs. Well, we reclaimed that 872. I was hoping for another retest of the 72. Wait, which failed breakdown did you take? Are you talking about the 72? Oh, I never saw it retest. Did you get short? So on the fail retest, I mean the fail breakdown. Oh, you longed. Oh, okay, so you longed after. Okay, yeah, that I get what you're saying now. Okay. I want a long or short, but I'd like to see another retest of that 72 first. Like, I like to see it go down, hit the 72, find support, then go. All right, here we go. Here comes the 72. Let's see if we can get a bounce here at the 72 or we continue selling. All right, here's the 72 level. This is just 2 micros, guys, also. If we reclaim that 72, we will shut our trade down. Because 72 is our line in the sand here on the ES. All right, so we reclaimed the 72. Maybe. Yep, we're reclaiming it. Damn it. Well, it's not like big mover news, is it? Okay. As long as it's not like crazy news, it doesn't bother me. I'm in super small at the moment, John. Like I'm only in like max what, $40, something like that, or $80 if we lose this trade. Right now we're still kind of battling that 82 at 72 level. So I'll give it a few more tries to go down. If it doesn't go down in the next minute or so, we'll probably close this trade here. Because we're on that cusp of the support level here. It's 72. And it looks like the ES is trying to reclaim 72. Yeah, son of a B. All right. We'll close. Oh, it got me anyway. All right, so we're still up $100 on this account. All right, so we have to at least find us another little opportunity to try to get over $200 today. The ES just could not lose this. All right, so there's the news. Right now, we're just kind of stuck here. John, you still holding your long? All right, there's another test of the 72. Oh, you got to stop break even. All right, so we printed above 72, so this might be the move higher here. All right, so let's see if we can get another pullback, kind of retest of the 90s or 100s or something. Then maybe we can look for a entry somewhere. That sucks, man. That's the way it goes. Break even, then to the moon. Man. To the moon. Unfortunately, guys. Congrats if you chose the right direction on that fake 72. Maybe we can get a pullback and retest of the 84 here. There's the 84. $25 will be my line in the sand on this trade here. I'm going to keep it very tight. I'm not going to put my stop loss there, but like I said, 25 will be my stop here. Okay. We lost that 25. Holy crap, man. I'm getting ripped on both sides today. Oh, that's dirty. And I think pull back what, retest the 100 level? Yeah, and it's still staying above that previous session high there. let's see where the ES. The ES could possibly make what a run to the 90. I think the 96 or something like that. 72, 82, 98. So reclaim of the 90, 84, we can make a run up to the 96 or 98. Was there a 3 minute breakout on the 3 minute? I wouldn't even watch in the day. I don't see nothing. No, unless you're talking about that. Right now, we're just kind of consolidating sideways. Not really a lot to do here. There's the consolidation breakout type thing. Hopefully, we get some kind of little bull flag set up here or something pretty soon. There's your 9 EMA touch. I think here you want to see that 84 kind of hold up, or even a 21 bounce here at the whole number. My guess is we'll probably be looking at the ES. We're making a run for that 96 up there. It still looks like it just needs a deeper pullback. I mean, just anytime it moves higher, it's just struggling so hard just to move higher. Like there's no good follow through at the moment. Yeah, here's the 96. We did get up to the 96, but as you can see, it was a hard 96. So where could we go if we get above there? So we just hit the 96 or not 88. I'm sorry, 98. 98 was kind of like his target. Okay, so we did hit that. The ES is going for those highs up at the 99. Can't really get no kind of entry until we get some kind of pullback here, some kind of flag build up. We had one right here, but man, it was not the greatest. All right, so the ES just ran the 98s. This is kind of like where you like to see a nice pullback to the 21 EMA. Oh. There's your 50 touch. Dude, this thing's just not stopping. Nice. Wow, that was a, I just realized that was a 50 EMA touch there. Six red candles. Kind of bouncing off that previous day high there at 25. Let me see what the ES is at. I guess we're just kind of waiting to see if they're going to get a retest of that 84 level. What time is it? IBH is still not set up either. We got about 5 more minutes. This is our IBH level here at 74. Kind of want to see us back above that 50 level, kind of back above the whole number. Damn it, we hit that 98 a lot sooner than I wanted to. We could get a reversal here because we're at the whole number on the ES, which is at the 7,400. I was hoping since we broke back above the 50 level that we would make a push up to the whole number, but it may come back and retest that 50 again. So 99 was that next target up per Manzini on his levels. So this is why I'm saying that we're probably going to get some kind of resistance here. Ideal here would be for us to hopefully break above the 73, and that would break us out of that. Oh man, we still got 3 minutes left. Never mind. I thought that was the IB8 setup. That's just the level, but it's not the setup. We still have 3 minutes left before that level for initial balance. So close. I almost want to start taking profit. I don't know. I'm at least take 10 points. This way, if it comes back and stop me out, it's not a complete loss, because we're up almost 20 points, almost 30 points on this trade, and not to take anything would be a shame. I just don't know if I'll quite get all the way up to 90, because I feel like we hit that 90, we could reverse. We still got about 1 minute left before IBH is set up. So we're about to have a print of our hourly candle here, and you definitely want to see some bullish reaction here. So here's the print of our hourly candle. No hourly candle. Oh my goodness. We'll take a couple points off, see if the 9 will hold. Oh goodness. I was hoping seeing green the other way. What are we testing at 99 again? I almost want to take it back to break even, just because if that 99 holds, we move up. I just don't want to get wicked out. If 99 holds, we go. What did you hop in at the top on that one, John? We're not going to get no points off of this freaking thing. Yeah, 50 is, that's why I said above 50, I was thinking about entering there. Oh, the FOMO got you on the ES, thinking the 7-Eleven was going to hit. All right. Back down to three micros. We lost that 99 hard. If we cannot break above this IBH, we're probably going to go all the way back down. Especially if we lose the 15 minutes here, the 25. Yeah, that's how I lost money in my funded yesterday. I got FOMO on a 3-minute breakout and jumped back in. Maybe we can reclaim this 99 here, 98. Get back above 700. Then we can make that possible, that 700 push. Or 7-11. You said 7-11? All right, we're about to print above this. All right, we've got a new 3-minute candle. Let's see which way this candle wants to go. No, it's pushing down. I feel like below this 25, man, we should sell. If it gets back below there, because the ES could retest those 84s again. Yeah, all these wicks down here. I can either call it quits here because we had to make back our profit. So now we're just still sitting at 150 on our funded, not funded, our take profit trader account. So I was hoping to get a $200 day, but we already got like $60 in fees. So we would have to make another 50 bucks. So if I do take another trade, it's going to be on 3 micros. And I think if that doesn't get it, we'll probably just put it away for the day before I end up messing around and be in the red really bad on this take profit trader account. Ooh, was that a fake breakout below the 99? Is this that 7-Eleven push? I just don't want to buy at the top of the range here because we're just kind of barcoding. I don't usually do very good on the barcoding, the sideways trading. I try to just basically just stay out of the sideways trading because most of the time if I try to pick the proper direction, it's always the opposite direction. So I'm just going to sit here and just watch this and maybe we'll get another setup in a minute. Let's see. I mean, man, we got an ugly trend line on the 1 minute here. Yeah, that'd be nice to see a little pullback to that 84. But right now, I think 99 is the level here. So this could be a fake breakdown of the 99. I was wondering if we were going to push back above that 91 since you said possible level up is the 7-Eleven. But that would even be better if we can get a pullback to the 84. I mean, that would be a pretty massive sell-off for... Uh-oh, sorry about that. Oh, it's like freaking... Little doji candle. Man, it's almost like if we break that 50, do we sell all the way back down to the whole number here? Very tempting. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. It was very tempting to short that 50 whole number for 10 points in a runner, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. I just wasn't sure because we have so many wicks here, so this is why we're getting a lot of bouncing. So what it is just clearing out these wicks, but I was hoping it would clear out these wicks down here if you tried to short this whole number. I'm pretty sure Fish Lips, if he's trading somewhere, he's trying to short this 50 EMA down, or this 50 whole number all the way back down to the 20,000s. Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out too. I told him in the Discord one day, I was like, Fish Lips, you're going to have to make us a video. But I think since he does it a lot with just one or two micros, so if you do, if you do lose, it's not terribly bad if you take a loss. Even with one micro losing 50 points, what's that, $100? So if he's guessing more than wrong, so he does good. He usually posts his results in there sometimes. Guys, this is some pretty tough price action here, guys. I mean, I feel like this thing's just kind of running stops. Just especially you hop in on this very bullish candle here. You got the FOMO, and this crap ends up pulling back 15, 20 points on you. That's the kind of crap that happens. It seems like it happens so much, especially on these FOMO breakout candles like this. These are the candles that'll get you. Look at that. Oh, that just did some folks dirty there. Oh, that was so dirty. Almost a 40-point candle, then just rip completely in the opposite direction. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like a FOMO candle here, especially below this 25, these previous highs here. We haven't printed a candle below these 25s in a minute. If you look to the left, look at all these wicks below that level there. So that's why I'm thinking if we get below this, we could get a little waterfall, maybe a pushback into this 50% mark. And right now, if you think as the hourly candle, this is the top of, like, I know your 30-minute candle. So yeah, I think your hourly hasn't been up there yet. Still just kind of watching the ES over here. I don't know. I've tried shorting this once before, but I got caught trying to short this previous day high. Because I feel like if we lose this, I would think that we get a nice little push down. Trying to be a little patient because I only want one more trade for my take profit trader here to see if I can push myself over the $200 range. Man, we rejected that again. Almost looks like a little bear flag here. Still struggling to move up. Ah, damn it. Didn't know if I was trying to catch the pre-breakout before it went, if it was going to go. Damn it. Doesn't look like it's going to make it, guys. 48.50 will be my line in the sand. Hold 50, hold. Oh, damn it. Printed another one. Boy, these indecision candles are tough. Like I said, 50 is my line in the sand here. I don't really want us to be back above 50. Damn it. Looks like 50 is going to get lost. Ten seconds left. Okay. That sucks. That puts us back down to $18. So that's what I get for trying to get that last little bit in there. Oh, it better not break now. That's going to be... Damn, I might get burned twice on that. Son of a bee. Don't really want to risk more than like 10, 15 points on this. Son of a bee. Yeah, I got caught twice. This don't work. I might have to be done shorten. Shorten done cost me once already. Damn it. Couldn't break it. This will have to be my last trade here as far as this account goes. Right now, we're just kind of stuck in this freaking fair value gap. Kind of hoping we retest those 25s again is kind of what I was hoping for here. And we're still just kind of barcoding sideways. Cannot get out of this freaking gap. Yeah, son of a bee. I don't know how many times I want to hold it up there. Oh, that's going to suck if it stops me out and goes. But I didn't try to hold that. Oh, you dirty bastard. I didn't hold that for so long that I just didn't want to keep chancing it. Son of a bee. That is, man, that is so dirty. There's the 25 touch. Yeah, I know. I feel like we need to have a nice little pullback too. I was hoping that would be the pullback here, but we keep just getting stopped at that 25 level. Yeah, the 25 level is the previous day high. Right now, we're just pretty much just trading sideways. I mean, we're just in a big consolidation box here. Even our EMAs are kind of smashed together. And usually, when this is the case, anytime you're 9 and 21 are on top of each other, you can expect just consolidation or just chop straight across. We're going to rerun this wick down at the 20s. So true. A lot of wicks. A lot of wicks. Hopefully, we can get through these 25s. I feel like if we can get through the 25s, we should get hopefully a push down finally. If that's the direction we're heading. But it's also a lot of 1 minute liquidity built up here too from all these wicks. So it could just be a moonshot too. So These are the type of candles that'll trap you if you try to buy in at the top a lot of times, because it's running all these previous wicks. It'll run up there, grab those wicks, then pull back a lot sometimes. So that's how those FOMO candles get you. And we still have our IBH breakout above 70.80 here. So the ES just got back above that whole number. So maybe we'll make that run to the 11 here. All right, so we're finally getting a little separation between our EMAs. Maybe we can get some kind of a bear flag or bull flag here. We can get some kind of pullback and get a flag set up. The ES is high, is up sitting at what, 703? There's a non-EMA touch. Wow, that thing bounced hard off the non-EMA. Sounds good, John. There's the 21. like I said, there's just not really anything to do here. I mean, we are getting a little pullback here. We just need to see if we're going to move back up to the upside here. It's just so wicky and like fake you out type moves. And we still got this wick all the way back down at the 20s that we can move back down to take out. Still just a slow grind up to the upside. Guys, we may just call it a morning and just come back for a power hour because right now we're just kind of chopping sideways. So right now we're just kind of at break even on this account because we took one more trade to try to get over 200, which is, I guess we just got murdered in fees today because we took so many trades with this account. Super wiki day. Very trappy. And I'm assuming it's because we're around this whole number on the ES. So these whole numbers are usually tough to. What's up, Trader G? It is definitely a nasty, nasty Friday today. Yeah, that's why I was gonna probably just get off so I don't FOMO to any trades. I'll just take my break even day and move on. I mean, we actually did pretty good the first week with this account anyway, and so I know if I sit here and continue trading, I'm gonna probably find myself in a deep hole and going into Friday. Yeah, no, I think for the shorts, we're gonna have to get below. We're gonna have to run out these wicks. I mean, we still got tons of wicks down here that needs to be ran. Yeah, I know. I've tried to short the short this a few times. My last short was just a break even trade. Then I tried to short again, and that's the one that took my what profit I did have today. This is definitely a no follow through type of trading day. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. So we're about 45 minutes from the lunch hour here. Probably when we get the whatever move we're going to get, it's going to happen so fast that you're just going to have to sit there and watch because it's not going to offer you a setup. It's just going to be just a complete sell off. Wouldn't mind seeing the ES pull all the way back to the 84s to retest those 84s. All right, so this is kind of where we're at on our accounts today. This is a take profit 150K account. So we're at 1,466 for the week. If we stop trading now, we're basically in the red, $22 on this account. The reason why I've started working on this account because they offer daily payouts, and even though you do have to make a lot of money, I think you got to make like $9,000 to pass this account plus another 45. So it's definitely a long road ahead on that account. Then I want to say the Bulanox account that we traded this morning, we're up like 170 or $200 or something like that. But no funded trades today so far. Haven't really had any like 3-minute breakouts that we've considered taking just because of the price action. So that'll be so far 2 straight days of no funded account trades. Yesterday did offer one, but I missed it. So I wasn't paying attention, and we had a massive 3-minute breakout yesterday. And unfortunately, I was over here paying attention with my take profit trader, and I ended up trading that instead of the funded account. So that's kind of what happened to the funded trade yesterday. Oh, there comes the breakout. And see, these type of moves are really hard to catch. I mean, it's really hard to catch just a consolidation than a freaking 30-point move to the upside. Those are just really tough to catch. And almost every breakout candle today has been bought up, so it comes right back down. Well, we are above the IBH here. Let's see where the ES's IBH is at. Looks like the 702, so it's pretty close to its IBH2. Yeah, 703. If we can get some kind of pullback here, maybe a retest of this 80, maybe we can look for entry off of that 80. Yeah, right now the ES is kind of making a push for its IBH initial balance high here. And that is sitting at 703. So would it be like a nice setup here if we can get this to pull back to the 99s, 98s, then get this to pull back to the 80s, we might be able to take a retest off the initial balance high. But you also want to make sure if you do take these type of trades. Now, I don't ever take these on funded account trades. These are just eval type trades for myself. I've been strictly sticking to the 3-minute and 5-minute breakouts as far as funded trades go. And we also have this wick sitting here too. Can do a little wick test there on top. See, it sold through. See if it's going to hold. Let's try and push through. Wow, it just pushed right through this, the initial balance. Usually what I do is I wait for the retest, and like I said, I got to see some type of green before I usually hop in. Wow. Remember, guys, we still have non-farm payroll candle down at the bottom. And this may be a pullback here. Retest of the 9. Wow, this thing is just faking us out so bad. Oh, didn't even have time to think about it. It just... Here comes the 50 EMA touch. Wow. Now this could be our midday 50% pullback too. I'm gonna keep a short leash on this because it could reverse and go all the way back up. I only say that because you're at the 50. All right, we're gonna go to break even. Damn it. See if we lose the 50 this time. Damn it. Nope. Getting stopped out again. Oh my goodness. All right, that has to be my last trade today. That puts us down 200 on this account. We were trying to hopefully catch that breakdown to the downside there. All right, guys, we're just going to come back for power hour and see if we have some better luck during the power hour. Thank you guys for watching today. All right, back at that 50 again. Ooh. There comes the dump. You dirty, dirty girl, you. Man, I done missed that sell off multiple times today, guys. It's been insane how many times I've missed this today. Yeah, we're just gonna log off. This way we don't dig ourselves any deeper hole here. So we'll be red on our take profit account today. And green on the Bewley account today. Man, I still like to push down. I mean, I almost want to jump in with a few micros here. I only say that because anytime that we struggle to get back above the IBH after initial test, usually you sell all the way back down to the bottom of your IBH. And we got the 50% pullback possible too. See if it stays below the 50. This is why I got to get off. If not, I'll sit here and talk myself back into a trade. Man, I just feel like the sell-off is just... The sell-off is going to happen. We'll risk $80 on this, or about 120. All right, guys, we're just going to walk away and leave it. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's whipping so bad, I can't even go to break even after it's pushing down 8 or 9 points. I mean, it's just whipping so bad. It's like, come on, give me at least the 25. You would think that we would want to retest the previous day high because a lot of the liquidity sitting there. If you kind of look to the left, you can kind of see all the wick buildups that we've had over here. We got a lot of wicks down here to clear out. We'll see what happens. We about to have a new candle print. So hopefully this candle prints lower finally. Oh, come on. There it goes. Like, goodness. God dang it. I just screwed up. Trader, I just screwed up. Not like a bad screw up, but where I screwed up is sometimes I change my thing to sim over here just so I don't make a mistake with the account. I just make sure that I'm on the right stuff, and I accidentally took that crap on a sim account trade. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, we almost got that 25 level. Oh my goodness. I was like, yes, we'll at least be in the green. Then I looked over and I was like, why isn't it moving? It's a winner. Oh my goodness, man. Like, these wins have been tough to come by today. And I finally like, yes, we're finally at least going to get at least our 10 points, maybe a runner. Then I looked over and like, no. Oh, shoot. The sim account champions. Where did the ES push to? Let's see where the ES got down to. Oh, the ES man, it did retest those 84s again. Mm. Look at the ES. It hit right on those 84s. That was Manzini's next level down there. So you would think that we'd move back up since we hit those 84s and recovered. Yeah, I'm about to too. I really need to walk away before I end up digging myself in a hole, because we're really not in a red. We're only red $47 at the moment. I was really hoping that trade would at least get us back to where we started out today, but we got destroyed in fees because we took so many trades with this account today, and we got like $50 in fees. Man, the ES looks very bullish right now, because like I said, we reclaimed that 84 level. Goodness, I gotta sneeze. Ugh. Excuse me. Wow, look at this. Look at this consolidation box that we built up today. You're hoping since we had this kind of consolidation today, like after lunch, we would have a nice buildup of trades in a few hours. To me, this looks like a bear flag setup. We haven't blown no count up today. I was in the red a little bit on this take profit counter, but take profit account, but we were able to get it back. I almost should have stopped trading it once I got up to like 160 or 170 today, but we were trying to get over that $200 and it cost us trying to do that. Yeah, this has been a super tough day. This is definitely no funded account trade day. This is strictly a eval only. Like, I haven't had any setups either. The only setups that we've been taking on funded accounts is either a 3-minute or 5-minute breakout on a little bit higher time frames. There's somewhat of a little trend line building here, but I usually don't take these type of breakouts when they have all this consolidation on your funded accounts, just because it's usually a struggle to get through. Let's see. This one's kind of okay, but the only thing I don't like about it is that you're already at your next bridge down the time it breaks, even though it did sell off. I think the one that I missed yesterday, let's see, is it we're in yesterday's target? There was one at lunchtime that was a fairly decent trade because I remember Methodical Man sending me a that's the 25th. Oh shoot, we're way, man, this. Oh, it's not. See, Wednesday, so it would have been Thursday. Actually, I think it was a Wednesday. Around lunchtime, I want to say. I think it was this one here. Yeah, it was this one, I think. Let's see. What time is it? Yeah. 24. Yeah, it almost paid 20 points. Because usually I just look for 20 points on these. I know we took this one. This was one of the ones we took. Because what happened is I actually took this one twice. I got in on this candle here, and so a little bit of FOMO here, and it ended up pulling me back and stopping me out in the 90s. Then we re-entered again off of this next candle, or right as this next one was about to print. So we were kind of 1 for 1 there on. So we ended up taking 3 funded trades Wednesday, but yesterday we didn't take any because I missed the one move that we did have yesterday. Like I said, that was that one I took, and we were on the take profit trader. The only thing we're greening right now is on our sim account. So that's what I was saying a while ago. If you're just joining us, I was trying to take one more trade on this last push down to try to retest these 25s. And I thought, yes, I'm going to be in the green, at least by a little bit. But then I looked up and noticed that my account was on the sim account. Oh, my goodness. Wow, we are pushing all the way back above this IBH here. Most of the time we don't get back above it if we sell back too far. And also, let's check the ES and see if the ES, nope, the ES still has a little bit for its IBH. It's up at the 703s. It almost looks like we have equal highs sitting there too. I mean, it's close. All right, guys, we're going to walk away and just come back at power hour for, like I said, we mess around and take trades we don't need to take and get ourselves in trouble. Yeah, I meant to trade power hour yesterday and I got busy and I missed it. I didn't realize it until it was already after the fact. And I guess Methodical Man said the 350 candle paid yesterday. So we may get on here and do the 350 candle. But, oh man, we printed above that level. Oh, this thing is, nothing is being normal today. A lot of times you can take this IBH here. If it prints above it, it'll most of the time stay above it. And you can kind of get you along off of here. All right, guys, everyone have a good one. We'll talk to you guys in a couple hours.